We have lots of fights along the way with our partner. Young guys, they also become greedy. They suddenly see the thing going and they realize, whoa, what else? We've given away 50%. Let's go back. No. Forget about it. You can go back later. But we have fun. We have a great time. We support them. We put in a lot of energy, a lot of our emotional energy into it. And that's how it should be. You all go together. But I can only, what Tony and that went through is vital. But what you need more than anything else is you need that good old passion, that sort of bit of greed. It's good to be greedy, guys, because I promise you, I won't pick you if you don't want to make money with us. And I mustn't come across as being sort of total capitalist, because a lot of the things you end up doing in life is there's so many spin-offs that come from it. There's so many families you end up supporting when things work out, etc. But I found saying when you cut through everything, the guys are driven to make some money. That's the drive. And then the rest is, they come and tell me first a story about how they want to green the planet and add to society, and all. I say, yeah. There's the profit motive. Fantastic. It's the work. Okay. So I really want to leave you with, not much. I hope you like the Apple ad. There's a wonderful. You guys read a lot of books, or you read a lot of magazines, and you must read books. There's a fantastic book called The Unfinished Game. Now, if you're mathematical, there were two mathematicians. The one is Blaise Pascal, and the other guy is Pierre de Fermat. Now, the book, The Unfinished Game, it's fantastic because of the thinking. The Unfinished Game is about a letter written between these two mathematicians. And that the origin of that letter and the ramifications of that letter was the birth of probability theory, forecasting, all those good things. The things you use as you go along with your venture. And the real crux of the book was around the game. And now you can imagine how fantastic this book is, because it's a wonderful book. But it goes about the letter that's written where Pascal, who's really the father of probability theory, Pascal, he's not the better of the two mathematicians. This Fermat is a far more better mathematician. But Pascal writes and says, I've got a problem. You and I play a game. We're going to flip a coin. Heads, you win. Tails, I win. There's 10,000 men to be won. We're going to flip this thing 5 times. We flipped it 3 times. You won 2 heads. I've got 1 tail. The game stops. Now, the mathematical question these two mathematicians asked each other is how? We're not going to play further anymore. We finished after 3 games. For whatever reason. It was a Chelsea-Barcelona game. How do we divide up the 10,000 rand? How do we divide up? To work out how you want to divide it, it's not as simple as you think, like a 33. Not that simple. You go and read the book. It gives you an insight when you look ahead in life. You have to look ahead in life. And as these two mathematicians did. But I can only say I wish you a lot of good luck. Put it together well. Focus on what Tony has left with you. Use that because he's 100% correct. The guy's coming. when you don't present it well, and you're not there now to present physically yourself. So the guy looks at it and goes, no, wait, no, etc. Get the idea good, because the idea will sell everything else behind it. If the idea is not bad, and it's not that, then the guy looks and says, okay, let's put this on one side. And it's, to be fair, it's the same in life. You kind of walk into any of those investors, from the banks to the guys, your family, etc. They all look and they want the quality of the idea to be good. Once you get that right, a little bit of passion. There's a wonderful last thing. There's a wonderful painting. It's going on auction on the 2nd of May. It'll be in the paper. It's going on auction in London in Christmas by a guy called the Swedish guy, Edvard Munch. Google it. It's called The Scream. Look at the painting. Now, when you look at that painting, and that emotion you get, when you see this lady scream, now you can interpret it various ways. People have. Part of it's the core of nature, etc. Part of it's that little bit of emotional darkness in all of us. That little bit of angst you need to make these things work. When you, as I said, when you reach those points where the family's there, your money's gone, you're not going to start up another career, you're not going to get another job, and those monthly responsibilities are coming at you, where you get a bit of that anxiousness, and then you go, you're at your best then. When you walk into that room with those bankers or whoever they are, you're at your best. You're now tense. You're going to make it. You're going to sell this idea and you're going to sell it all. So that's what you guys have to do. When you get to the final rounds of this competition, if Philip will allow me, I'm going to be there and I'll work you over. It'll be fantastic. Okay. Thanks for your time. If you guys have got any questions, you're welcome.
We're not going to have a series of questions, but we're going to give the prizes out first. Big thanks to drink these people answering.
I must admit, I didn't see an end. You guys see on those buckets he gave you. You see like an entertainment. Oh, they're drinking kind of. You guys see it? I phoned my partner Paul. He came to France. I said, no, but tonight I've got to come and talk here, etc., etc. He said, well, what can they win? He said, 10,000. He said, tell them to go drink it up every day, and I hope they get a good idea of the bar. Put that in your budget. Yeah, while you get it done. Yeah, I think thanks to Tony and taking up some time here with us tonight. And are there any questions? There's a question over there. Just with you starting a new radio station, what are your... No, you can't see a job. Put your name on the list. What are your views on internet radio? Okay. Versus traditional radio stations. Do you think traditional radio is going to last? And then how do you go about the new company taking away customers from an established brand? Okay. As far as entertainment. First part of the question, Richard Hardy is a very good mate of mine, and he runs Gersh, which I think is probably the benchmark in internet radio. Because I haven't been able yet to see the model. Internet radio is great. It's like very easily accessible because it's accessible only on broadband. So people that don't have broadband, particularly where most people listen to radio at the moment is in the car. It's coming that you're going to have broadband-enabled car radios. I think that's a head start. Ford and Toyota are already producing this earlier. But the thing is, your basic model is either subscription or advertising. And to advertise, or to self-advertising for a radio station, you need to sell the advertising to your audiences. And the downfall of internet radio at the moment is they can't define who their audience is. They've got IP addresses, but they've got nothing about those people. Are they
they know their female, how old they're for that. So they're going to have to profile those people. They're going to have to big exercise profile. I know that there are about 5 internet radio stations that have popped up recently. Sash has got the balls, Darren's got Kevin and Miles Partners, World Tunes, Richard's doing International Club. So internet radio's got a place, and we're going to actually create an internet radio parallel of what we're going to do on terrestrial. So I think it's a good place. I think it's a long way from being supremely commercially viable, but I think Two Oceans are doing a very, very good job of making it. There's some good sponsors already. But they're selling it as sponsorship, they're selling it as premium radio. There's people that are listening, obviously, in an income group that can get broadband. So they say they're immediately to the market. And they've been quite successful. They're breaking just good.
Sorry, and then my point is
The second point is how do we attract listeners from the other stations?
just in general, how do you get people to like your product and not someone else's?
Through marketing. First of all, you've got to have a good product. Then you've got to tell people about it. So right now they're tuning into different frequencies and they hop around those frequencies. They've got their favorite stations. But we did a bit of research before we applied for the license 3 years ago, and we saw there's a distinct gap. Okay, and there's a lot of people that are unhappy with the current radio stations in Cape Town. Why are they unhappy? Because they're Afrikaans, they're not getting enough Afrikaans on there. Because the music's cut, because the talk is too depressing, and there's all sorts of reasons. So what we do is we build a product, a radio product that's going to meet those unsatisfied needs, and then we tell people about it. But it's quite a battle. It's going to take us 2 to 3 years to build an audience. KFM gets about 1.2 million listeners a week. Heart gets about 600,000. Our target's about 500,000 within the next 2 years. But it's all about marketing. So we're going to be very aggressively marketing. We're going to do clever marketing. We're going to have a good product. That's a good time to pitch.
No, you've also got to sort of build up a good strategy about what you want to do. You're going to get sidelined as you go along. I mean, we had one of the things that this year, the last 2 years, put quite a bit of money into was a young guy came to chat to us, came to propose to us. He developed a mask that was very different to what was around. It was a humidifying mask. So if you remember that when you're sometimes in hospital and you're getting sort of ops on the throat or wherever, they sort of put a humidifier on you with all these tubes and everything. This mask is a disposable mask. You put it on, it's got a special, and it's what I liked about it when I saw it. It's got a little special filter, which is a heat exchanger, which works very much on the concept of the air you blow out, you blow through this heat exchanger. It retains the moisture and the heat. The material is such that it retains the moisture and the heat, this little filter. And the cold air you inhale gets that moisture and temperature, and it sort of soothes your whole sort of nasal system. So we like the product that has lots of scalability. In other words, you get it right, you go big. It can be huge. Pharmaceuticals is a fantastic industry. It's a big industry. It's massive. You get it right, you hit big full time, you do very, very well. But to get in there is difficult. So the strategy we follow, now the big thing you can say, well, we're going to manufacture masks. Of course you can do that. Painful, difficult, lots of money. The other route is, you tackle the big pharmaceutical groups and you try and sell them your concept so that you can earn royalties. Far more low-key, less money, but far more intelligent. Because you get away from the production, you get away. But the big pain is how to get into those big pharmaceuticals. Now, his job the last 2 years, and we're sort of getting there now, was to get into those pharmaceuticals and get them to believe in the product. Now, you get pulled the whole time, get into production, produce it, etc. You've got to stick to the strategy. You've got to stick. This is what we believe in. This is the way we're going to do it. We want to sit, I always say to you, name's Justin. I always say to him, Justin. We want to sit on the beach, looking at the waves, and earning royalties. We don't want to run factories. We are lazy. So keep that in mind. That's what we want to do. That's the job. And to be fair, today, the good ideas, you can offload them. And you can earn royalties, you can get paid a lump sum, whatever. So there are ways. You don't always, we initially think we have to launch it.
You don't have to build and operate.
Yeah. You want to move on, you want to come up with the next idea.